It's yeah, everything's better. Everything's wetter.
Oh, please don't say that into the microphone. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, it is the Brazilian Terran in the red. We've seen him here and there a little bit on his rise up through the group stage. Excited to see him here again. It is Kelazhur.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Data under the sea, we have his opponent, the South Korean Zerg player representing Kwangdong Freaks. It is soO.
The drone, it's in position.
Oh.
Caralho.
You're an animal.
Ai.
Fala galera, by the way, to any Portuguese people out there. Oh boy, I did see that, a little bit unrelated, but I did see that Sinistro, the lovely ESL admin, also from the land of Portugal, was actually casting some Elima League in Portuguese a couple of days ago, which was really nice to see. Yeah.
The last Elima League such.
But yeah, it's a little bit sad. Hopefully it comes back in some other form. I know they've been trying to restructure it a little bit. But you know, it was a great tournament that had a long life. And yeah. Check out the bots.
Elima Stormgate. Let's go.
Shaking my head. Oh boy, as for the time being, we do have some pretty standard openers coming out from at least our Zerg player. Hatch, Gas, Pool, nothing too crazy. No early pool like we saw against Epic a couple of times. And really this makes plenty of sense here because we're on a bit of a longer map, and I'm sure soO wants to test the waters before he whips out any roaches against Kelazhur.
You're getting yelled out loud. Are you calling people from Brazil from Portugal?
No.
Okay.
Oh my. Shaking my wait. Who's in the chat? I want to see.
You're
okay, cool. Grupo. They speak Portuguese. God damn it. That's what I was trying to say. Ay.
Said he was from Portugal.
Maybe I did. But you know what? Maybe I did say that. Maybe he is from Portugal, huh? Maybe he is. Sinistro, calling you out. I've never seen you in Brazil.
Have you ever seen Sinistro and Brazil in the same room?
True. Oh my god.
As we do just see, this third continues to be delayed by Kelazhur. This is huge delays on this third going down.
Yeah, exactly. Forces another one of these gas geysers to be made, and soO is a little bit stubborn, by the way. He hasn't gone for a third towards the northern portion of the map. Instead, just goes for a much later third.
Right, like we know you are Texan from Texas.
Okay, I know you're really from Brazil, Asher. I know.
Oh. You have found my secret. I have to cast the rest of the game with a Portuguese accent now.
No, don't do
it. Please, no. Your secret, I didn't know. As we do see, yeah, Kelazhur is actually going to be going into a 2cc Raven opening. This is new to me. I don't think I've seen this before.
I mean, this is why I love me Diego, papi. I mean, we did see a 1-1-1 opener. Third CC is a little bit later here, but oh my god, he's going Raven into Fusion Core?
Oh, okay, now we're talking.
He's playing mech, papi. He's gross.
I feel like I've seen this once before, but I just kind of forgot about it. Maybe for the best. It must have been Diego doing it before.
I think we casted Diego versus Silky or Diego versus someone, and he did do this. Yeah, it is true. This very tournament.
It's a pretty sick opener. I mean, like with the Raven coming out with Hellions, I think BC is going to be the absolute last thing on your mind as a Zerg, and it doesn't really make any sense. The Raven's 200 gas. It's already a huge gas commitment. To go BC behind that is, yeah, it's unusual to say the least, but we do see actually a Spire going to be going down for soO. So whether or not he knows what's coming his way, he is going to be extremely well set up for this.
Yeah, I mean, he was able to scout and confirm the 1-1-1 opener. He saw the timing of the third CC as well, so he knows that it should be, there should be something coming out his way. Finally, the Raven does reveal itself.
Yeah, I think maybe he thought this was going to be 2cc Banshee, and he wanted to go muted to counter this, and it's going to work out for him.
Oh yeah, he will have access to that anti-air. For the time being, only 2 drones go down. The idea behind this is that Kelazhur is supposed to clear up whatever creep he can, keep the attention of soO back at home, and then the BCs come in to surprise. But again, they're not going to be too much of a surprise.
Yeah, but there we go behind him. We do see those extra factories going down. The third is going to be landed here, and yeah, just a rather unusual opening coming out from Kelazhur. He's going to be floating out these racks as well, just to see if he can clear out any overlords.
I just want to point out that it wasn't the North American Terrans that went mech, it was the Latin American Terran that went mech, and that's a problem.
Bad for your narrative.
It is. Papi, ¿por qué? As you do see the Hellions once again just dancing with these queens, keeping their attention here at the third base. The BC does teleport straight into the main, does actually get on top of this Spire.
Yeah, pretty late timing to go for a TP here, but does get rewarded for it. There is no Spore here in the main. He spots the Spire as well, so very important. He might even be able to start sending this BC back home and get it out safely.
We'll see if he gets out in time. At the same time, we see a little bit of Ling run by. Ooh, 4 SCVs went down. So Kelazhur a little bit out of position. Does end up losing some of those workers. The mutas are coming out, and they're actually going immediately across the map.
Yeah, and there we go. These turrets are pretty late to start by Kelazhur. I'm a little bit worried about how he's going to be able to deal with this.
Yeah, do we have any anti-air? We do have 1 turret here in the mineral line. Looks like a couple of workers are going to be picked off. Oh, the natural is a little bit exposed.
Yeah, and the BC's out of position. The BC is really what you want to be able to help deal with these mutas, and it's a long way away.
But we do have a second BC coming out, popping out just in time to push these mutas back. No mining whatsoever at the natural, and now we do see that BC across the map, it's gonna eventually be dealt with. Do we have a teleport available? It looks like we will once things get a little bit too hairy. Oh, can he get the base?
Oh, there we go. The 4th is going to be cancelled, and for Kelazhur, he's being very greedy behind this. He recognizes that there's not really that much on the ground for soO here. It's just the mutas in the air, and there's not that much else he can do about that apart from making turrets, a few mines here and there, and maybe the BCs. So he is just going to be going for a very fast 4th.
Oh yeah, 4th CC is going to be on the way. We do see some Cyclones in production. Unfortunately, Kelazhur is a little bit supply blocked, so it's going to delay his overall Cyclones, and we'll see if he can keep up with these mutas. For the time being, he cannot.
Yeah, and there we go. He's going to be losing a few gases here as well. Gas is really the limiting factor when it comes to mech, so losing 2 gases at this point is pretty nasty.
Oh boy, yeah, the gas geysers do end up going down. They're gonna have to be rebuilt here, remade for Kelazhur. Ling Runbai wasn't able to do too much. Kelazhur, his Widowmine positioning has been pretty good overall. Like going into Widowmines the way that he has, I feel like there is quite a lot of value here, and yeah, we'll see if he gets a couple of connections off as the Lings try and sneak around.
Yeah, but there we go. We do see soO going back into roaches now, so it has around 20 roaches that will be on the way, and I just don't really see that many answers for Kelazhur in terms of the roaches. It feels like soO's played this masterfully.
Yeah, like we're lacking in tanks, we're lacking in too many Cyclones, we're getting into Thors, which isn't too bad, and we're continuing BC production as well, but that's a lot of roaches in production.
Yeah, those swords are definitely going to help push these mutas back, but they're not really going to help too much with the roaches if the roaches are in high enough numbers here. And here we go. soO is starting to move out across the map. He has a few Ravagers to bolster this as well. And with the mutas and the roaches together, he's just going to be smashing on through on this third.
Yeah, and what's in position here again? As 0 tanks, the Widow Mines aren't in position either. Just Hellions, 2 Cyclones, and 2 Thors.
Yeah, there we go. The Raven turrets are going to be going down. We're seeing some biles go down on those turrets. They will be going down. A lot of DPS coming out from those, but soO is just starting to smash on through, starting to trade here. Should be able to stop some of the mining here. Splits out the mutas as well, but they're going to be flying through mines. Got to be careful though.
Yeah, they do run through a minefield, but the Roach Ravagers getting on top of this army. It looks like they do get one of the Thors. They're going to be able to get both of them as well. There's nothing left on the ground to protect them. Meanwhile, we do see the BCs just Hail Marrying across the map. but the mutants clean them up.
Yeah, BC's going down. There is just not enough back here. The BCs are going to be helping to try clear up the roaches, but they just can't kill them fast enough.
Yeah, now the mutants come back home, or they come back across the map to deal with those BCs. The teleports are on cooldown, they cannot escape, and the tank, the wall, was not a wall.
BC goes down. All the SUVs pulled to repair it going down as well. The wall is getting completely destroyed. GG is called, and soO smashing the mech of Kelazhur.
GG. A very interesting opener there, and I haven't quite seen anyone else do it quite like Kelazhur, to go for the Raven first into BC like that. Unfortunately, it just, even though it was unscouted, soO just happened to have gone into Aspire the way that he did.
Yeah, and it's definitely the Terran in me coming out, but I feel like mech is not strong enough that you can be too experimental with the way that you go into the build. Kind of seems like 3cc BC is pretty much the only effective way to go into mech these days. Or maybe 3cc Blue Flame can be made to work, but yeah, at these top levels, it's pretty hard to make anything other than a 3cc BC work into mech.
Yeah, and I'm sure Kelazhur has found a little bit of success, and I'm sure that's why he does it, but for it to be consistent success is kind of the problem. And maybe of course Kelazhur, I'm sure he is 100% fully aware of who soO is and how powerful he is, so I'm sure he's just trying to throw whatever he, or maybe at least in game number 1, was throwing what he could at the wall here to try and catch soO off guard with that build.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you're saying, just getting a bit unlucky without Spire, of course. But here we go. We are going to be having map 2. It's going to be Waterfall, so a bit of a smaller map, and that does make things, I think, for the style of Terran that Kelazhur is, maybe a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, maybe more comfortable for Kelazhur. At the same time, I worry because we have seen soO on this map before.
Yeah. Are we going to be seeing the Ling Roach all-ins? I don't know. I trust in Kelazhur. I think he can hold that. But here he is spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Waterfall. It is the red Terran playing for Team Liquid. This is Kelazhur.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Waterfall, we have his opponent currently leading the series 1-0, representing Kwangdong Freaks. It is soO.
Gah.
Gah, gah.
Gah, Ralio.
Oh my god. We'll see what Kelazhur can bring to the table here. If we do see a Roach push, which I am predicting a Roach push here from soO, if it does happen, can Kelazhur defend?
Defend.
Yes.
Will he be in position to defend?
That is the question, puppy. Look, I'm just trying to speak his language.
It's a good attempt. I'll take it from here, like.
Oh god.
I'm not going to take it from here. As we do see, it's going to be a hatch first coming out from soO, so not going to be going for any super quick roach attacks, so a little bit different to the way that he played it before.
Yeah, just a hatch gas pool opener here from soO, so no early Lings, no Giga early Roaches either. Things are seeming quite normal. Despite the fact that soO is ahead in this series, he's not going to be throwing caution to the wind on Waterfall. Not yet, at least. Not yet. Yeah,
and there we go. Kelazhur is just going to be opening up pretty standard here. I would like to see him go for a 3cc this time. I think he's a very strong player, even with the most standard builds. And yeah, I think especially on this map, 3cc is a nice choice.
I agree. I definitely agree here. Like, I love it whenever we do see a player of the caliber of Kelazhur flex out a more economic macro opener. And I want to see it here, especially against soO. I want to see how they compare to each other, but nope. Never mind.
This is looking... I think this is going to be a Hellbat time, yeah? I'm calling it now. Hellbat Marauder.
All right. Let's go, puppy. Let's go. As the Reapers across the map, the SUV is going to be able to lay the third hatchery once again here. So Kelazhur doing a great job at being annoying, at least in the early game.
Yeah, Kelazhur did a really good job that last game of denying that third for so long, and it's a little bit unfortunate the game didn't really work out for him, but oh, he gets the creep tumor. That's huge.
Yeah, he gets the tumor, mate. The SCV is still alive as well. We have another remake on that gas geyser. soO still stuck on 2 bases.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is starting to look a little bit rough for him again, just being delayed so long from taking his third.
Oh, he really is. Meanwhile, back at home as Kelazhur does dance with these lings, and can he get one? Can he get one? No, he cannot. He needs to get out of here before he does end up losing his life. Looks like he will. Kelazhur did once again go for a 1-1-1 opener. No third CC.
Yeah, no third CC going to be coming out from him. So definitely a few different options here. It does look like he's going to go for the swap. So probably just going to be a 2cc Banshee this time. Makes a lot of sense on this build, especially if you're expecting roaches. But ooh, soO is playing the meta game. He's gone for a very fast lair, playing against his image. Very clever.
Oh my god, yeah, no Roach Warren in sight, going for a fast lair. This is going to be scouted as the Reaper does slip on in and does confirm the lair timing. And with this lair, gotta keep an eye on these gases. 2 gases already being mined here. We could be going straight into their mutas.
Yeah, I would expect mutas to come out from this as well. We do see from Kelazhur, he's going to be starting up that stim, just continuing to make Hellions as well, but there's a few things this could be. Both mutas or Nidus are pretty dicey when it comes to this build, the 2cc Banshee.
Definitely, and Kelazhur at least has a piece of the puzzle. There we go. Spire is thrown down alongside of the 3rd and the 4th gases, so we are going straight into muta production. Kelazhur can piece this together with what he has spotted, and for the time being, he's just trying to be as aggressive as he can, just trying to apply as much pressure as possible with those Hellions.
Yeah, there we go. We do have those extra Raxes coming down as well, so not diverting too much from his plan. He's just going to stick with those Banshees. Doesn't cancel Cloak or anything like that, and meanwhile, for soO, we do see, yeah, just going to be rushing out a lot of mutas here, not getting his upgrades either. So, yeah, skipping the Evos, skipping the Baneling Nest just to get very fast mutas here. There we go. We do see Evos going down now. Oh, just a Baneling Nest going down now. So, yeah, very greedy game coming out from soO.
Very greedy. He wants to conserve as much gas as possible. Meanwhile, the Banshee does get sniped out of the sky, did get 4 drones, and also scouted the Spire, so he at least got 100% confirmation that it is going to be mutas. And now Kelazhur can prepare back at home. We have the NG bays on the way. We should be seeing turrets as soon as they're done as well. And he is this time going to be playing fire.
Funny, if Kelazhur was going for Hellbat Marauder, soO would be completely dead.
Not wrong. You're not wrong. Smurge. Oh, as the Banshee slips on in, and there's no Spore here at the 3rd base, so even more damage is being done.
Yeah, there we go. So just punishing the lack of Spore. I guess soO was planning to clear it up with an Overseer and some mutas here, but Kelazhur is tipping in a little bit early, catching some of those queens out of position. Of course, with these fast muta builds, you do have a few less queens than usual as well.
Yes, that you do. As the mutas are finally out, they finally do reveal themselves. They're going to be able to take down some of these Hellions in the middle of the map. Turrets are on the way, and they should finish up just in time, but I love that soO is being so annoying here. He's even spreading creep at the 3rd base location. That is disgusting.
Yeah, it's going to be pooping that creep there. That does make that 3rd really annoying to take. These mutas as well, it's going to be very annoying, but we do see Kelazhur going straight in for mines, and that is going to help him solidify his position.
Yeah, playing Biomine, very solid here against the Lingbane muta that he's going to be up against. Meanwhile, yeah, it's going to be that much more longer before this 3rd CC is taken. The muta's just getting an eye on that, even forces out a stim.
Yeah, but at the same time, he does need to get some damage here. We see that the 1-1 of Kelazhur more than halfway along, and the Evos for soO only just starting to finish up now. So the scary thing here for soO is if he doesn't get enough damage, Kelazhur's going to have a really nasty 2-2 timing.
Oh yeah, definitely. The bio army of Kelazhur is going to be absolutely insane with that timing, and soO, to be fair, he has a period here where he can build up this muta count ever higher, and there's still plenty of opportunities to deal damage, to snowball, to even kill a turret and just get into a mineral line, as he's attempting to right here.
Yeah, but there we go. The marine movement of Kelazhur really fantastic. Takes out one of these mutas as well, just at the edge, and he's doing such a good job with these marines, just kind of skirting the edge of his bases, trying to catch those mutas out where they're not really expecting to find his units.
Oh, exactly. So far, great movement here by Kelazhur to be able to just shun away these mutas, and as a result, like, his SCV count has been left, for the most part, pretty intact. Like, sure, the third CC was late, but at least it's here and it's up and running. 2-2 now immediately does start here for Kelazhur as well. The mutas are still trying to shock around, they're still trying to find a way in, but they do not find anything.
Yeah, Kelazhur too quick for that. We see the way that he spread his bio, kind of in a ring around that third base, just trying to keep those mutas from getting anywhere near him. But soO at the same time, he's been able to build up quite a bit of Ling Bane. He's just sticking here on a bit of a lower drone count and just looking to flood and overwhelm with the Ling Bane. He does have a pretty strong attack that's lined up to attack about now.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of Ling Bane. 1-1 is on the horizon for soO. Meanwhile, we have a bit of a drop on the right-hand side. It looks like he should be able to force a cancel. No, barely is forced back, but he should be able to cancel that base. Doesn't go for it. Oh.
Yeah, nice little drag with the mine there. Those Hellbats going to get some pretty nice trades. Medevac's going to get on out of there. Is there more Marines here to help defend from the mutas? There are, so he will be able to save his units there. Kelazhur moving around very nicely. Drops a scan there as well. He's going to get a good eye on that drone counter. He knows what kind of position he's in here.
Yeah, he knows the fourth base is fully saturated. He knows the fifth is looking a little bit vulnerable, and he's going to be able to reinforce that location. At the same time, the mutas are across the map to harass, which means they're not in position to deny or to try and punish these medevacs.
Yeah, and there we go. There is going to be cancelled there on that fifth. The mutas are pulling back here as well, but not really enough creep on this left-hand side to do too much against the Marines of Kelazhur.
Yeah, Kelazhur, he just dips in, he forces the cancel, and then dips on out. So not a bad couple of moments here for Kelazhur. soO is trying to catch some of these reinforcements, but again, we don't have too much creep here, so he's having a hard time really engaging. He's going to pick off a couple of Marines here and there, but nothing too major, as Kelazhur is getting into drilling claws, and 2-2, hey, it's about to finish.
Yeah, 2-2 is on the horizon. It is just about go time for Kelazhur as well. He's got some Thors on the way, so... Oh, and he's not looking! No! Oh, big misplay there coming out from Kelazhur. I'm not really sure where he was looking, but puts his Marines in a bit of a vulnerable location, and just a bit of a slip up there. soO pounces.
Yeah, he just immediately pulls a trigger here. That was mere seconds before 2-2 finished as well. The third base is going to be broken. Lings break in towards the natural as well, and suddenly everything has gone from bad to worse for Kelazhur.
Yeah, these medevacs are in a lot of trouble. Even the Thor gets picked up. It gets dragged on out of there before it can be magic box by those mutas. But this third is going to be going down.
Drilling claws was denied as well as it was being researched at the third base. The CC is barely going to be able to survive. But again, for a fight to go that poorly here for Kelazhur, this... how do we come back?
I mean, things are going... It's not like he was winning or anything, but he had a very nice 2-2 timing coming up. Maybe even a 3-3 timing with some Thors later on. And just in the blink of an eye, everything goes wrong for him. And suddenly he's just in huge trouble.
Exactly, and because we are on waterfall, the creep is already just getting up to the point where we are pushing towards the third base location. There's not a lot of breathing room. There's not a lot of bases to take either. Widowmine shot's going to be going off. Decent connections here. Oh my god, those mutas do take a lot of damage, but they all survive.
Yeah, the muta's taking a lot of splash damage from those mines, from the splash from the Thors, but everything going to be going down. Those Banelings with huge connections. The base has been cut off. It will burn down here. Even the fourth is in a little bit of danger here.
Yeah, the fourth is in danger, but soO, he doesn't go for it. He wants that secure damage. He does pick off that third CC, and now he can rotate on over and focus on the fourth base.
Yeah, I mean, Kelazhur has pretty much no army to speak of. He's on 48 supply to the 102 of soO. soO just playing things a little bit more cautiously. Doesn't want to be throwing into mines or anything like that. Very nice link control.
Yeah, very nice control, but you know what? He just sends it anyway. He takes a lot of mine shots to the face, but at least he clears up the minefield copium. Not the most efficient trade, but a trade nonetheless, as the wall is no longer a wall and he's flooding on in.
There we go. He breaks down that wall. He floods in. Lings and Banes are in the base. GG is called, and soO with the 2-0.
Wow. GG. Well played. Oh, soO does take the series 2-0, and it wasn't necessarily a one-sided series, but oh my god, this one game was on a knife's edge, and just one mistake too many. To be fair, well, it was a pretty big mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, soO in the end, kind of making it look easy almost. Kelazhur really hanging in there. Had a really good timing coming up, but yeah, just that one key mistake. And in that first game, it does kind of feel like soO just rolled over the mech. soO, a player that, you know, he was around in the height of mech. It feels like he's not that you shouldn't go for mech against him, but if anyone's going to be well equipped to deal with mech, it's soO.
I mean, there's a reason why he's kind of known for his roach play, and that's kind of his bread and butter, and he was really in his element in that first game against Kelazhur. So unfortunately, it is just a best of 3 and not a best of 5, so we will not be getting any more games here. soO does take it in the end, and that was the end of Kelazhur's run in DreamHack Atlanta.
Yeah, there we go. So hats off to Kelazhur. Great run coming out from him, but unfortunately not going to be able to get out of that last little wing of that knockout bracket. And I believe that actually brings us to the end of our coverage of the knockout bracket.
Yeah. You can !B in the chat to get a Wikipedia page linked to the bracket. It does contain spoilers though, if you wanted to be a little bit more immersed, but it is there. And we have completed our coverage. We did mainly focus on certain aspects of the brackets, on kind of Miyamaika's run, Dolan, Patty Mac, Epic, soO. Like, there were just these couple of portions that we wanted to focus a little bit more on, some high profile matches that were, close to home for us at least. Some of the other matches were already casted live at the event. For example, we were the C stream for DreamHack Atlanta, and we actually covered Vindicta's run live, so his matches were also covered.
Yeah, exactly. So there's plenty of coverage of all these different games if you want to go look for them. But I'm glad we got to shine a little bit of a light on some of the games that were missed.
Definitely. We saw a lot of great play and a lot of questionable play as well. It was beautiful. You love to see it, mate. You love to see it. Oh my god. And I hope we were able to introduce some people to maybe players that they don't watch too often, like Epic or like Binsky as well, like Zane with his crazy, disgusting, fast DT build that worked once again today. I could be wrong, but I think it has like 100% win rate. Like, as far as we've seen, as far as we've scouted or casted, it's disgusting.
Yeah, sure. Why not? 60% of the time it works every time.
Every time, mate. Every time. Yeah, with that, thank you so much, Asher, for joining me for these last couple of broadcasts. I know we're nearing towards the end of the year, and things can be quite hectic as well. Asher, do you have any plans for Christmas, for the holidays?
Not really.
Really?
Fix my sleep, maybe.
Oh, sleep, papi. That'd be pretty good.
Sleep. I mean, yeah, I'm talking to the wrong person about that.
You're not wrong, papi. You're not wrong. I was casting until, I think, 4 a.m. yesterday. Standard. But yeah, like, I think Christmas is... Oh my god, it's 2 days away.
2 days, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
It'll go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be casting StarCraft Christmas Day.
Oh, really?
ESL Asia. As long as it isn't rescheduled, I'll be casting with Yaku. There you go.
You're an animal.
What else am I gonna be doing?
Eating turkey. And prawns.
I would love to eat prawn. I do have some prawns in the freezer. I could.
Yeah, eat them.
I will.
Eat them frozen like an animal.
I'll get them inside me. Yeah, before we head off, of course, Asher, do you have any plans to stream? I know you've been taking a little bit of a break, but are there any plans to stream, at least over the weekend?
Thinking about streaming today, but then I didn't.
Oh.
And I'm thinking about streaming tomorrow, but maybe I won't.
Beautiful. If you did stream, what would they expect to find, and where?
They'd expect to find a man yelling at his screen because the Korean opponent's not doing what he's meant to be doing. But they can find that at twitch.tv/AsherBro.
AsherBro. Yes, yes. Asher's been currently experiencing the Korean ladder. He's been diving headfirst into it, and maybe diving headfirst into that place isn't the smartest idea, but he's doing it nonetheless, and it's a lot of fun.
We're getting somewhere.
Yeah,
we're getting somewhere.
Exactly. So check out Asher. He's a great guy. He's a great streamer. Check out his Twitch channel, twitch.tv AsherBro.
Maybe. And are you gonna stream tomorrow?
I will try. Yes. I will be live at light_VIP on Twitch. You can follow me there. I've been a little bit inactive this past week. I have been streaming a little bit, but mainly Final Fantasy. I had one ladder stream this week. It was awful.
Yeah.
It was pretty smooth, actually, now that I remember it. But yeah, I've been taking a bit of a break, but I should be coming back to streaming more regularly. Because we do not have a cast tomorrow, we should be streaming tomorrow.
You won't know what to do with yourself.
I don't. That's why I have to be live on something, mate. I have to
We'll just cast random things. I mean, you'll just cast random things. I'm not.
Yeah. So submit replays. I'll cast some ladder games. Asher, I'll cast your ladder games.
Yeah.
There you go.
Show you some Zergs getting destroyed.
I'll be so sad. But yeah, you can follow me there if you're interested. But if you're only interested in our StarCraft casting, then follow us here on the CranKy Ducklings, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We have a YouTube channel, we have a Patreon page, we have a Discord server, we have Twitter, we have everything that you could ever hope for. So check us out, support us if you wish as well for the holidays. And yeah, we are going to be live once again, I believe on Sunday, with ESL Open Cup Asia. If there is an ESL Open Cup, I don't know if they're not going to do it because it's literally Christmas Day. So we'll see what ESL decides to do. Maybe they postpone. I don't know. As a reminder, no World Team League this weekend. It has been rescheduled as well. Usually we cast World Team League, and that'll be postponed to another day. And also, very quickly, if you want some more DreamHack action, we're still not done with our replay casting. We finished the knockout bracket. We're in the final stretch, group stage 3, the final group stage. Once again, there are matches there. Half of the games there were not casted, which is crazy. And we may have to cast it all because I don't know if you've looked at group stage 3, but it's actually got some it's got some amazing players and some amazing games. Like, you can't
Pretty
go
stacked.
wrong. Yeah.
But we are on the final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
And that's our cue to leave. So next week we're going to be coming at your face with some group stage 3 in the final countdown. Receive us, Papi, receive us.
Get me out of this.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the support. Stick around. We're going to give someone a raid. I don't know who, but we will. Asher, do you have anything you want to say before you head off?
If Santa is coming down your chimney, just defend it with quints.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.